Good evening, everybody. My name is Zubin Zaveri, and I welcome all of you to this particular webinar. And the topic for today's webinar is how to trade using RMI, Rohit Momentum Indicator. Right. So, first of all, let me tell you RMI is a momentum indicator made by Mr. Rohit Srivastava. And what this indicator is, it's like a momentum indicator, it's like a MACD. In detail, how exactly we will use it is what we will see today in this particular webinar. All right. And using RMI, how can we be a short term trader? How can we look at investments? All right, so these are some of the things that we will discuss. How to find stocks where the momentum is bullish, where the momentum is bearish. All right, for different time frame charts. So there are scanners to it. How to use the scanners. All these things, we will be talking in this particular webinar today. All right, and yes, at any point of time, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can feel free to comment in the in the comment section. All right, and if any of your questions are unanswered during the webinar, in the last we'll spend some 10-15 minutes time only for question and answer round, wherein if you have any particular specific question relating to the indicator or relating to the market, all right, you can definitely ask me, and we will also try to analyze the current market situation based on charts, completely based on charts. All right, various indicators, what does they say, what does RMI have to say about Nifty, is something that we will be covering in this particular webinar today. All right, and stay with me till the end. We will go on for around an hour or so. All right, and any questions, just type it in the comment section, and I'll read it and I'll address it. All right, so we already have one question. Biju Pillai is asking, any idea why IPO details are not seen in the bulletin area? So that section, probably the team is working on it, and the team is working on completely beautify the the entire section. So once that's done, there will be additions coming in over there. All right, Biju. Okay, so very quickly, let me share my screen first. And so that is the Strike platform, web.strike.money. All right, and in this particular section, this is the homepage of it, and there is this one indicator. You can click on the indicators tab, and there is Rohit Momentum. So once you click on it, there will be this line that will be coming in. So what do we have? You can also have the same chart for Nifty. You can just search in over here, type in Nifty 50, just type in and you will get this Nifty 50 and click on charts. All right. By default, there will be something called as Rohit setup. All right. And in this Rohit setup, we have a few things. These are the details in tabular format, and on the right hand side you can see on the chartical format, graphical format. So what do we have? We have the date, we have the price. It's a daily time frame chart over here. So we have the price, the closing price, RMI, is it in a buy mode, new buy mode? So what is this, we'll discuss in a short while. Then we also have Dow trend. Okay, is it up? So a green arrow indicates that the trend is up. A red arrow indicates that the trend is down. All right. Along with that, we have 20 SMA. We have 40 EMA on the chart. The yellow line, the center yellow line, is the 20 SMA, which is also called as a median line. All right. And 40 EMA, the blue color line, is the 40 period EMA. All right. Then we have the yellow upper Bollinger Band and the lower Bollinger Band. Okay. So these are the details in the tabular format. So if it's a daily chart, you're gonna have it on an hourly time frame. time frame chart. So when you just click on this radio button hourly, the hourly details will be displayed here, and the chart also gets converted into hourly. Similarly, weekly and monthly. So you also have, these four time frames over here. You can, just select. I've marked them favorite, and that's why, it's shown over here. Now many people also ask me, I want, 5-minute time frame chart, 15-minute time frame chart. So for that, what we need to do is, so instead of Rohit setup, just go up over here and click on interactive chart. And on the interactive chart over here, these time frame charts will also be enabled. Okay, 5, 15, 30, 75, 125. All right, so these are also enabled. You can just pull up your indicator over here, say Rohit momentum, and this you can convert it into a 5-minute time frame chart, 15-minute time frame chart, 30-minute time frame chart, and so on and so forth. All right, but what exactly is this, RMI, is what we will first understand, and then we will also share with you, what are the strategies that we use using this particular indicator. All right, what is Rohit setup, and where will you find the scanners. All right, so we have Sudhir Rauji is asking, is it possible to set trigger on RMI? um, as of now on the strike platform it is not possible. You mean to say the alert, right? So that as of now is not there, not available. But soon we will be adding the alert features also. All right, but not now, not as of now. We don't have that alert feature or the trigger feature. All right. All right. So what is RMI, Rohit momentum? Okay, I'll just enlarge this. All right, so I'll just put this RMI. So the green line, okay, what do we have? The first, the components is, we have this blue color dotted line, the center line, which we also call it as a zero line. All right, and this green color line is the RMI line. The green line is the RMI, Rohit momentum. All right, and the red color line is its signal line, or you can say it's 9-period average of the RMI line. Now, um, when does the buy and sell signal gets generated? All right, so the buy signal gets generated when the green line crosses the red line from below. All right, so this is a bullish crossover. This is the bullish crossover. This is the bullish crossover. All right, this is the bullish crossover. Here is a bullish crossover. All right, so all these are bullish crossovers. Now you can also see that green line has crossed above the red line over here as well. So this is also a bullish crossover. All right, so when there is a bullish crossover, a new buy signal gets generated. Okay, what does it get generated? New buy. Okay, let me just also, here we go. All right, so over here a new buy signal gets generated, and once a new buy signal gets generated, the next day what happens? Whenever the green line, the RMI line, is above the red line, okay, it's signal line, that means it is in a buy mode. That means the momentum is bullish. All right, whenever green line is above the red line, the momentum of that particular stock or the index is bullish. All right, similarly, when the green line crosses the red line below, okay, it goes down. When the green line goes down below the red line, all right, all these areas over here, okay, a new sell signal gets generated. All right, new sell signal gets generated over here in such, in these areas over here. Now sometimes, okay, the new sell signal may also get generated over here, yeah, where the green line is crossing below the red line. All right, but what is the difference between this cell and this cell? The difference is that this cell is above the zero line, which can be more effective than this particular signal, the sell signal, which is below the zero line. So what do we want is, we want a new buy signal. Okay, new buy generally, okay, uh, should be below the zero line. Okay, to be more effective, when the new buy signal comes below the zero line, or maybe something like this. I'll just change the color also. So if this is, if a signal comes down over here, all right, touches the blue line and then gives a new buy signal, okay, something like this over here. If this happens, all right, let me change the color over here, green. Okay, just a second, green. And also let's say something like this over here, and let me change this color to red. Okay, if something like this happens, RMI line comes down, touches the zero line and then gives a buy signal, new buy signal. So this is also treated as a effective signal. All right, this is also treated as a effective signal. But over here, when you see that the green line comes down here, it does not touch the zero line and then gives a new buy signal. This may not be as effective as these ones. I hope you have understood this. Similarly opposite for the new cell. If if the new cell, it should be above the zero line. If a new cell is below the zero line somewhere over here, it may not be as effective as the ones above the zero line. Clear? If you are clear, just type in clear in the comment section and let me know, please. The red line is 9-day average of RMI line, Biju. This red line is the 9 period average of RMI line. Okay. So did you understand this? Yeah. So something like this. See over here, the green line touches at the start of the screen over here. The green line touches the zero line, and then over here gives a buy signal. All right. So this is a effective signal. All right. This is a effective buy signal. All right. Quickly on the comment section, drop me a comment clear so that I can move ahead. All right. And yes, the most importantly, where will you find this RMI? You will find this RMI, all right, this indicator, only and only on web.strike.money. All right. So web.strike.money is this particular software. It's a web-based portal. You can also download it. Install the software on your desktop. On your Android or on your Apple laptops. All right. Um, and yeah, it's a proprietary indicator. So if you want, you can subscribe to this particular software, web.strike.money. There will be the link given in the description box. And basically, the 1 year subscription is around 5,610 rupees. But if you click on the link that is given to you in the description, you will get some 610 rupees discount, and 1 year subscription will be 5,000 rupees all inclusive, and 6 months subscription will be 3,000 rupees. All right, so you can choose, you can choose to subscribe for 6 months or 1 year. All right. So yes, you can click on the link down there and subscribe. All right. For those who are using, you can also subscribe if you're whenever your current subscription will get over, then the renew it will get renewed. All right. So yes, that's great. I've got clear. Samir Malik says not clear. All right. All right. So when Samir Malik, what is it that is not clear over here? Whenever I'll repeat once again. All right. Whenever the green line, which is a RMI line, it crosses the red line and this crossover, okay, it's called as a bullish crossover. It should be below the zero line. If it is below the zero line, it is more effective. It is, if it is above the zero line, it may not be as effective. All right. Similarly, when the green line crosses the red line from top, okay, it comes down, a sell signal gets generated. All right. It will be effective if it is above the zero line. It may not be effective if it is, below the zero line. All right. So let's analyze this Nifty chart itself over here. This is a daily chart of Nifty, and let's analyze this particular new sell signal over here. All right, I'll mark a vertical line. So this was the day on 30th of September. Nifty came down over here, and RMI generated a new sell signal, and from there you can see, there was a nice amount of correction that came in. All right, then there was a, just a second, this is the additional line, I'll take it out. All right, then over here there was a new buy signal, all right, which came in over here, but it did not sustain much. It came down once again, and once again over here there was a new buy signal where Nifty went up a little bit. All right, and after a sideways move we got a new sell immediately. So from a new buy over here to a new sell over here. All right, and then from there it went down. There was a new sell signal generated over here. All right, this new buy did not work. Now when will you avoid such signals, like every other thing, like every other indicator, this indicator also, it does not guarantee, it may also fail. But when the indicator fails over here, this was a new buy signal. What to do? The best thing to do is to put a stop loss once there is a new buy signal. All right, we can wait for the prices, the Nifty, to go above the high of this candle and then enter into a trade. If we enter into the trade immediately, then if this candle low gets violated, or if the previous near low gets violated, we can exit. All right, or if whenever the RMI gives a sell signal, we can exit immediately. All right, so uh, exiting is very important. How to avoid not buying over here is also something which I'll discuss in a while. All right, so what happens now? Now recently over here on 16th of April, a new buy signal was generated in Nifty, and we have already gone up significantly from there on. All right. Um, so how to use RMI in two time frame charts? I'll cover this, Sharma ji. Which time frame RMI indicator best for options trading? Various things. We'll discuss that in length. Mr. Dalal, just hold on. All right. Sunil ji, what is it about support, below support? I did not understand your question, Sunil Kumar ji. All right. So yeah. Now the best effective. I was saying that when should we avoid something like such buy signals? How can we avoid such buy signals? Okay, or some false signal that it may generate. So for that, we will use two time frames. All right, Suresh. All right, Sharma ji. Suri Sharma ji. All right, we will use two time frames. All right, so we will use one daily time frame chart. All right, and we can also use a higher time frame chart, that is a weekly chart. Now listen to me very carefully. All right, two time frame chart. So on a higher time frame chart, higher time frame, let's keep it as a weekly time frame. If it is in a, if RMI is in buy mode, okay, if RMI is in a buy mode, okay, then on a lower time frame, on a lower time frame, that is the daily time frame. All right, we will trade on new buy and ignore new sell. Okay, did you understand this? on a higher time frame chart. So first we will see on a higher time frame chart. Let's say if you are a short term trader, all right, um, positional trader or whatever, a swing trader, then we will first see what the weekly time frame chart, what is the momentum on the weekly time frame chart. Okay, so let's suppose this was the false signal that came in over here. So on a weekly time frame chart, all right, what do we have? We have that RMI is in a sell mode. Okay, RMI came into a sell mode over here, and RMI came into a buy mode over here. All right. So within this time over here, within this time when RMI was in a sell mode, completely sell mode on the weekly chart, higher time frame chart, during this time on the daily time frame chart, whenever RMI gives a buy signal, we will ignore it, and whenever it gives a sell signal, we will short market. Did you understand? All right. So I'll keep this blue vertical lines on. The first line indicates that on a weekly the RMI is in a sell mode, and the second line indicates that it turned into a buy mode. So here we go. So this is the first line and this is the second line. So during this, okay, when there is a buy signal over here, all right, RMI gives you a buy signal over here, but on the weekly we are in a sell mode, so we will ignore this buy signal and we will not buy over here. All right, and we were good enough that okay, it did not. And this was a sell signal, not so strong. Why? Because it is below the zero line. But still over here, since the higher time frame chart, okay, the momentum was bearish, here we still got some downside. Then again over here we got a buy, and this buy was supposed to be ignored. Okay, yeah, we did get some move up, but okay, no need, we will ignore this. And this was a strong sell signal that was generated over here, and this was a time to go short on the market. Why? Because here on the daily time frame it is a new sell, and on the weekly time frame, higher time frame as well, it was in a sell mode, and prices did go down. Okay, this is the time where anything that you have short here, you can partially book profits or probably ignore this and wait for market to fall down. Once again there was a new sell over here, from there prices did go down. These were the new buy signals which we could have avoided. All right, and this was a sell signal which we could have traded short over here. Now what happens after that? This was a time where the weekly chart RMI turns new buy, and from there on, this was a signal, new sell signal, which we had to ignore. Now, if we did not ignore, we might have felt that on 7th of April, when Donald Trump announced the tariffs and all those stuff, market just went down, but again then it got recovered, and this was the buy signal which we had to take, and it gave a wonderful rally. So now what? Now if RMI gives a sell signal over here, if RMI gives a sell signal over here, now in coming days, we will check the weekly time frame chart. And on the weekly time frame chart, if it is still bullish, if RMI is still above the green line, is still above the red line, we will ignore the new sell signal on the daily time frame chart. Is that clear? Yeah, did you understand that? Will this work on commodities, Ranganathan ji? Yes, it works on all asset classes. The only thing is that on Strike platform, we don't have commodities data. We have data of only NSE listed stocks and indices. All right. Yes, Manjeet ji. We are working on the alert facility, and very soon the alerts will also be there on our platform. Yeah, definitely. So I hope you understood this particular first two time frame concepts, correct? So let me just again show you when the trend is up over here. All right, something like this. Okay, once it is in a buy mode, and then over here it comes in a sell mode. All right, so between 3rd April 2023 to 14th August 2023. All right, how did it appear? So during this time we have to ignore the sell signals. Yeah, during this time over here, what do we have to do? We have to ignore the RMI sell signals, and we have to trade. That means go long when there is a new buy signal over here. So over here, sometimes when the new buy is above the zero line, this also works effectively. Okay, and this new sell signal over here, it did not work much. New buy signal over here, it works effectively. Okay, and in this sideways movement, ignore all these movement, and slow and steadily Nifty kept on inching upwards. All right, this was a new sell signal that got generated, which did not do anything much. All right, again this was a new sell signal, which the prices went on sideways, and from here, on the weekly time frame chart, RMI turned bearish. All right, so when RMI turned bearish on the weekly time frame chart, and RMI on the daily gave a sell signal, we could have shorted over here. All right, and yes, that particular signal worked beautifully. All right, so always use a combination of two time frames. All right, higher time frame and lower time frame. If you are an intraday trader, or a very very short term trader, then what time frames to use? You can use a daily time frame chart. Okay, as a higher time frame chart, use a daily time frame chart. So on the daily time frame, RMI right now is in a buy mode. All right, RMI from here, it turned into a buy mode. So on a lower time frame chart, you can go to a 15-minute time frame chart. On a lower time frame chart from here onwards, okay, always ignore the sell signals and trade the buy signals. So over here, this was the time, where you got a nice buy signal over here, and prices broke above this particular range, and gave a nice rally. There was a sell signal over here. Okay, but still this was supposed to be ignored. Nifty went up nicely. All right, and a new buy signal below the zero line was generated over here. So this was a signal that needs to be taken. It's a strong signal, and you got a strong move up from there on. All right, so always use two time frame chart. All right. Okay. So I hope, Suri Sharma ji, your answer, I have answered your question, and others also. It's you can work, you can use this like a strategy. All right. And what about investors? So for investors, let's look at the monthly chart. All right. On the monthly time frame chart, we have RMI as in a sell mode. We have RMI in a sell mode. So as an investor, we need not buy right now as an investor. All right, we can always wait for RMI to give a buy signal over here. And on a weekly time frame chart, whenever RMI goes up, and on the weekly time frame chart RMI gives a new sell signal, that would be the time for investors to book profits. All right, so as an investor, when weekly time frame and daily time frame they are going up, let it go up. But always on every Friday, okay, have a look at the RMI line. Has it crossed below the red line, and has it given a new sell signal? If it has, then you can exit. Okay, you can book profits as an investor. All right, why? Because on the monthly time frame, RMI is in a sell mode. All right. Now, the next thing that we will do is, where will we find, you can use the same thing. Okay, you can use the same strategy on any of your stock specific thing also. All right, so I will not be showing you stock specific charts on in this particular webinar, but you can use the same way, the method that I have shown you on Nifty. You can use it in, you can use it on Bank Nifty and your other stocks as well. All right, Now the question is, where will you find, okay, which stock is given, new buy signals, all those stuff. So all these stuff you will find it out in the scanner section. So on the left hand side, there's this button over here, discover. Click on scanner. Okay. Now all these things, my friends, only on web.strike.money. So don't forget to subscribe to this particular software. It's worth just 5,000 bucks for a year. All right. Really a value for, really a good deal. So yeah, this is scanners. There are various scanners given over here, and there is a dedicated RMI scanner over here. Once you click on this, uh, I'll clear out my filters over here. So here you go. Uh, so this is all basket, all stocks on a hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. All right. And if you want, you can create your own watch list. All right, and in your watch list, if there is any stock over here, all right, so in such stocks on an hourly, daily, weekly, monthly time frame chart, on what time frame, what is the, momentum saying, is what you will get it. Say for example, Reliance on an hourly chart has given a new sell. So on the hourly chart, see, green line has crossed below the red line. All right, but on the daily time frame, it is in a buy mode. Okay, and on the weekly chart also, it is in a buy mode, but on the monthly time frame chart, it is in a sell mode. But anytime soon, okay, this particular line, it's somewhere over here, and it can give a buy trigger over here. Okay, this can happen. All right, so accordingly, in one click you can, just study your hourly, daily, weekly, monthly time frame chart, and try to understand what's happening, and you can go ahead with it. Okay. um, do we build correlation with 20 or 40? Yes, definitely, I'll come to that as well. Okay. So this is a scanner over here. What I generally do is, I also look at sector analysis, and in the sectors, I have clicked on this, and you will get bank, auto, energy, FMCG, infra, all these sectors I have listed over here, and along with Nifty also. So over here, when I select Nifty over here, I hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, I get to know what is the position of Nifty, and along with that, what are the other indicate, sectors. So over here I can see that PSU Bank, okay, on the hourly has given a new sell signal. All right, and on the daily chart also there is a new sell signal. All right, but on the weekly chart there is a buy signal. All right, and on the monthly time frame chart it is a sell signal. So what does this mean? So this means that, first of all, if you are an investor, all right, if you are an investor, the monthly time frame, RMI is in a sell mode. So do not invest in PSU. All right, that is the first thing over here. On a weekly, it is in a buy mode. So when on a weekly there is a buy mode, and on the daily there is a sell mode, we would ignore this. So don't try to sell everything. Okay, what we can do over here is, again, as somebody asked over here, what is the correlation of the 20 SMA and 40 EMA? So these two lines, okay, once the RMI has given a buy signal over here, something like this, over here. All right, and then we see whether the moving averages, are they trending upwards? Yes, they are trending upwards, meaning this gives a confirmation that, okay, the trend is up and the momentum is also strong. And in this strong, okay, whenever RMI gives a sell signal like this over here, all right, and prices are still above this, we will see further whether prices are taking support from these moving averages and bouncing back. If yes, and is it giving a new, when the prices bounce back, is RMI also giving a new buy signal? If yes, we will buy on, on that dip, on that support level. All right. But if prices goes below the, if prices goes below the moving averages, and RMI also, goes down below the zero line over here like this, then on this particular daily time frame chart, it would be something, kind of a bearish situation. And then probably we will wait for something like this to happen. Okay. And then probably take a trade accordingly. All right. So basically these moving averages, 20 SMA and 40 EMA, we use it, once we are in the trade. Okay. Once we have already bought, whether to sell out completely or, some partially and wait for the prices to dip, take that support and then bounce back, is something that we look out for. All right. That's great. Thank you, Sharma ji. Okay. So that is about PSU Bank on the daily time frame chart over here. All right. And on the hourly time frame chart, see, now on the daily time frame chart it is in a sell mode, and on the hourly also it is in a sell mode. So if you are a short term trader or maybe an intraday trader, what you can do is the prices are above the moving averages. So tomorrow if PSU index breaks below, okay, for short term, you can look to, short PSU bank stocks, or wait for, prices of the stocks to decline and come towards its lower Bollinger Band, which is its previous low. All right. So for short term, yes, if you want to take a short trade in PSU tomorrow, if the overall market is also bearish, okay, then this is something which you can look out for when there is a new sell on the hourly and on the daily chart, both time frame chart. All right. But since on the weekly it is in a buy mode, all right, what will positional traders do, short term traders, swing traders do? They will wait for Nifty to come, they will wait for PSU bank index to come down somewhere over here, take support and then bounce back. And once there is a bounce back, we can invest or we can buy, go long on it. All right. And probably we will wait for, on the monthly time frame chart, let RMI, touch the zero line. Okay. Let RMI touch the zero line and then go up and give a crossover, something like this over here. Whenever it happens, maybe this month is gone, in the month of May or, June, if something like this happens, that would be a trigger to, buy PSU bank stocks. All right. So similarly, right now on the monthly time frame chart, you can see all the sector indices are in a sell mode. This indicates that market is still not, poor. There is no clear green signal for investors still. Okay. Market is still in a kind of digestive mode. All right. After 90-day cool off period that, Donald Trump has given, okay, what will he do, what next would happen? Okay. Again, there is some uncertainty at our borders. So these are some of the situations, okay, which is, not giving a clear green signal for the investors. All right. But for the traders, yes, on the daily, on the weekly chart, the momentum is bullish. So you can focus on all the other sectors where, again, daily, weekly, there is bullish. So bank Nifty, okay, daily chart it is bullish, but very soon it may give, okay, a sell signal. Tomorrow if prices drops down, it may give a sell signal. Okay, but that we have to ignore. Why? Because on the weekly time frame chart, all right, the bank Nifty RMI is strongly bullish. All right, it's strongly bullish. Similarly for auto, all right, similarly for energy index, similarly for infrastructure. All right. IT is something different. Why? Because on the weekly time frame chart it is in a sell mode. But hey, look at this. IT is something which is bouncing back now. So if IT gives a new buy on the weekly chart, we also need to check on the sell on the monthly time frame chart. So on the monthly time frame chart, it is in a sharp sell mode. All right. And you can see that prices are also, okay, below the 20 SMA, but they are holding above the 40 EMA. So at the month end, with 29th today and tomorrow is the last trading day of the month. So tomorrow we need to check whether IT index has it closed below 40 EMA on the monthly chart, or or above it. If it is above, then it is a kind of a positive sign. This 40 EMA will act like a very strong support for the IT index. Okay. So similarly, all the sectors, you can look at it and then take a trade, and plan accordingly. Okay. So now, that was about scanners, RMI scanners. All right. Any questions? Any questions so far? Let me know if you have any doubts, any questions. Feel free to ask me. If any of the index that you wish to, from this list, if any of the index chart you want to see and analyze it, you are interested in, please comment, and we will open up that sector chart and analyze together. Okay. For long term, both weekly and monthly should be buy, right? Yes, absolutely. Weekly and monthly. So monthly should be in a buy mode. Okay, monthly should be in a buy mode. Let's see. I'm just for scanner purpose, I'll just look at Nifty 500 stocks. Is there any stock on the monthly time frame which is giving a buy signal? So I'll eliminate sell and new sell signals as an investor. Okay, and yeah, look at these. These are the four stocks: Berger, AU Bank, Dalmia Bharat, HDFC Life. On the monthly time frame chart, so tomorrow if AU Bank closes somewhere at around 706, the monthly chart RMI will be in a buy mode. Similarly, Berger Paint. All right. Similarly, Dalmia Bharat and HDFC Life. So again, apart from that, other stocks over here, okay, like Naveen Fluorine, on a monthly it is in a buy mode. On the weekly, it's giving a new buy signal. But again, it's not below zero. Okay, it's above zero line. So we cannot consider that as a strong signal. So similarly, you can just simply glance through this. You can have various things. What I also like to do is sometimes if I'm a seller, okay, if you are a seller, if let's say there is a war erupting and market gives a thumbs down, then I would want to look at the sell signs over here. So I'll just remove all the buys and new buys over here. All right. And I'll keep only the sells and the new sells over here. So these are the stocks over here, which are in a sell mode on all three time frames: daily, weekly, and monthly. And some of them hourly. They keep on changing, during the day. So I'm ignoring the hourly time frame. But yeah, on the daily, weekly, monthly, these are the stocks which are in a sell mode. So if there is something that is erupting, there is a war type situation, or there is a war type situation, but actually there is something really bad, and the market starts falling down. If there is a new sell on the daily time frame or on the weekly time frame in Nifty, then which stocks to focus on, which sectors to focus on, you can find out those momentum, bearish momentum stocks like this, which I have shown you right now over here. Okay. Any other indicator or oscillator we correlate the RMI with outside of price action? I generally correlate with Bollinger Band. All right. So what can be done is, if let's suppose a Nifty, all right, on the daily time frame chart, if it is bouncing back from the lower Bollinger Band, um, here you go. Okay. Let me pull up Bollinger Band as well. here. So if Nifty is bouncing back something like this over here, uh, Nifty has gone down and entered into it, and RMI line has been flattening out and immediately gave a buy signal over here. So when there is a breakout and Nifty starts going above the 20 simple moving average, this is where you can buy immediately for short term. It's an hourly chart. So the same thing over here. I would really love to take such things when prices are bouncing from the lower Bollinger Band and RMI turns into a buy mode. So these two combinations, they work really nicely. Yes, definitely we can check Bank Nifty also. So this is Bank Nifty chart on a daily time frame chart. So what do we have is, on a daily time frame chart, still Bank Nifty is in a buy mode. All right. On the weekly time frame chart also, it is in a buy mode, strong upper band. All right, and it's at its all time high. All right, so this, and the band is also increasing. The upper band is going up, the lower band is going down, indicating that there is volatility, and the prices can keep walking the band upwards. All right, so on the weekly chart, it is still in a buy mode, so I'm not afraid of the war, because banking is something, if there is a war, something that is coming up, then chart will speak, it will show us some bearish sign. But over here, Bank Nifty is really very strong, and I've observed in my last 20 years of in the market, I've always observed that whenever Bank Nifty is stronger than Nifty, that marks the turnaround in the market. All right, always from the bottom, the Bank Nifty will react first. It will remain strong, it will outperform Nifty, and whenever Bank Nifty is outperforming Nifty, there will be bullishness in the market. All right. So yeah, on 7th of April, you have a look at this, that Bank Nifty opened down with a gap on 7th April when President Trump, he announced the tariff. uh, Bank Nifty did not go below the 11th March low. Okay, it remained up only. Okay, whereas Nifty, what happened in Nifty 50? Nifty 50, it broke below the 4th of March or 11th of March low. This previous low was breached and then bounced back. All right. So, um, yeah, Bank Nifty is still in a stronger mode over here, and if there is a sell mode, it may come down, take some support at these moving averages, and then maybe it can bounce back. So we can also draw a trend line over here like this, which it has already broken. So this trend line is too far away. All right. But along with this, we also have a cluster. Yeah, have a look at this. We have this gap over here. So we have a gap, we have a trend line, we have 20 EMA. You can also have a 40 EMA. Let me put up 40 EMA also over here. Change the color to, okay, now I'll change the color to purple. Here you go. Okay, so yeah, you have your 40 20 moving averages, you have the trend line, you have the gap. So there is a clutter of supports over here. So you can say that for Bank Nifty, okay, 51,900, 52,000, okay, should be a very 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 strong support level, and Bank Nifty can come down here and then bounce back from there on. Okay, for scalping, you can follow maybe hourly time frame and a 5 minute time frame. I would avoid doing that, because I'm not a scalper. All right, I generally don't do, but sometimes, yeah, on a 5 minute time frame chart, if we get a good signal, a really good signal, then yes, we can definitely go for it. Okay, something like this, I just mentioned about Bollinger Band. So when prices are going down from here like this, and RMI is also giving you a sell on a 5 minute time frame chart. Okay, you can use this, within this 10 minutes you can short and buy again. All right, so yeah, on a 5 minute time frame chart can be used if you are a scalper. All right, yeah. Any other questions? So along with that, for sector analysis, we also have, a wonderful tool over here on Strike, and that is RRG, relative rotation graph. This is I use for, sector analysis also, which also tells me that, if Nifty trend is positive, then in positive trend which sectors to focus on. So something over here like this, I can see oil and gas, going up from weakening quadrant to leading quadrant on the daily time frame chart. And when it comes to oil and gas, we know who is the leader. Our great Reliance Industries is the leader. And when such a heavyweight like, Reliance and other oil and gas stocks, if they are, outperforming Nifty, all right, if the RMI is, in a buy mode or a new buy mode in these sector or in these sector stocks, all right, this is something that we can pick up immediately. All right, and which something which is going down like MNC is going into the lagging quadrant, we can avoid. Something media which is going into the weakening and towards the lagging quadrant, these are some things that we can avoid. All right, and we can wait. Right now for short term we can see that private bank and bank Nifty from leading, it is coming into the weakening quadrant. So for few days, okay, bank Nifty may not perform, and that's exactly what we saw on the chart of bank Nifty. That, let me pull up bank Nifty chart once again. All right, you can see that on the Bollinger Bands also. Okay, it's not tagging it. Here it was tagging the upper band, and now it's not tagging. RMI may turn into a sell mode. So probably Bank Nifty can go sideways somewhere over here, try to take support from the moving averages, and then probably bounce back. And when the bank Nifty is at the support level over here and is bouncing back, we can again go back to the RRG chart and try to see whether this bank Nifty, which is entered today, it has entered into the weakening quadrant. Is it turning again up and entering into the leading quadrant once again? And if it enters the leading quadrant once again, that means it is a very strong signal. All right, and if there is a strong buy signal over here like this, you can focus on only the bank Nifty stocks. All right, or maybe the bank Nifty as an index. All right, so this way you can use RRG and our RMI signals, Rohit, setup. All right, and use it accordingly. Yes, Poonamji, you are absolutely right, and this is something that everybody should also know, that, the data that you get over here is not real time. It is currently in the equity section when you are scanning. It is a 5 minute delayed data. All right, so the data is 5 minute, and that's why, I, as a scalper, I would avoid doing scalping. But for short term, yeah, it is, still possible. All right, for the futures and options data that was also given over here, it was also 5 minute delayed data, but it has successfully been converted into 1 minute delayed data. And very soon the other equity part will be converted into 1 minute delayed data, maybe by, mid of June or June end. Okay, so that will also be done. All right, and intraday, yes, you can use a 5 minute time frame chart, Poonamji, or a 15 minute time frame chart. But, I would right now suggest to avoid doing scalping. Okay, for intraday, yes, Mr. Dalal, yeah, for daily and 15 minute time frame chart, or daily or 5 minute time frame chart is good enough. Or you can also sometimes use 125-minute time frame chart. Okay, 125-minute time frame chart as a higher time frame, and right now it is in a sell mode. So on a 15-minute chart, you catch the sell signal. All right, so that also you can do. 125 is nothing but, 2 hour time frame. Okay, great. So my friends, any other questions? So yes, I'll continue doing my last analysis on Nifty. Also, I'll like to share this with you guys also. And yep. So Nifty, as we know that, a simple Dow theory that, we are talking about. That Dow theory is nothing but, when prices are making lower highs and lower lows, like this, lower highs, okay, lower highs, it is in a downtrend. Lower lows, yeah, lower lows, this is in a downtrend. But when Nifty breaks this particular trend over here, it changes the trend. So when does the trend change? So the first signal was on 7th of April, where, as per, this chart on 7th of April, okay, prices did break below this previous low. But if you look at the closing basis, it has made a higher low. Okay, it has made a higher low, and then it has broken above this particular high and has made a higher high over here. So we have a higher low and we have a higher high. That means somewhere over here the trend change. As soon as this high was broken, the trend change, and now this particular high will act like a support level for Nifty. All right, and then we have to watch out whether this particular support level at 23 700 689, does it hold on closing basis or not? If it holds and then bounces back, it would be a, bullish signal. All right, so my friends, I hope you loved this. Yeah, that's what I said. Do not use right now this particular software for scalping. We will very soon convert the 5 minute delayed data into a 1 minute delayed data, and later on, yes, that can also be used. Okay, scalping is nothing but very short term trading. All right, sometimes even on a 15-minute time frame chart, you get a new buy signal, and within 1 hour, there is a big move, and within 1 hour, forget 1 hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, there is a big move, and you are out of the trade. All right. So Vishma Brata ji, okay, I'm pardon me if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Okay, option chain we'll definitely talk about, when we cover options topic. Okay, so my friends, instead of that, what we can do over here is, we'll have a feedback form. Okay, can we have a feedback form in the description? You can click on that link, and you can write down that I want a topic on option chain. All right, so or whatever topic that you love it, just fill that in the feedback form, so that our team gets notified correctly, and we scheduled such webinars based on what you guys want. Okay, so every Tuesday, Thursday at 6:30 we have this webinar live, and on Saturday we have at 4 o'clock. Okay, in the evening. So all these 3 days in a week, we come out with various different topics. So today's topic was RMI, and next Thursday, if you want to repeat, you can very well come down there, and we will have a Hindi session on Thursday. All right, and on a Saturday we have a mix of language, Hindi and English. Today, Tuesday, we have in English language. All right, so that everybody, English speaking crowd and the Hindi speaking crowd, everybody is happy. All right, so please fill the feedback form out there. And yes, if you have not subscribed to Strike, this offer is for those people who are watching this webinar live with us. You will get some discounts out there. If you click on the link that is given in the description, click on that link, and you can subscribe. Let me just repeat: 5,000 rupees for 1 year subscription, Okay, and 3,000 rupees for 6 months of subscription. All right. Any questions before subscribing, or any questions for the technical doubts, feel free to ask me. Okay, I can spend another 1 minute or 2 minutes out there. Great, Biju, you're welcome. And for option chain, what do we have is, we definitely have option chain over here. Yeah, this is a screen of option chain. But we have a better feature out here, which is called a strike oi insights. All right, so using this strike oi insights, how can we focus on option buying or option selling, how can we find out trades using this data. Okay, is something that we will have one special webinar on strike oi insights itself. Okay, then, so if there are no questions, if there are no questions, let's wind up, and I see you guys on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. All right, we'll start at 6:30 p.m. sharp, and see you guys soon. And please do invite your friends, and all the people who know what trading in market, who are interested. Please also invite them to this particular webinars, and so that they can also learn. And don't forget to like this particular video if you have really learned something today, right? All the best. Bye, good evening.